I figure that somewhere there's an answer looking down on me like a bar stool to a drunk man. You see, the liver's not quick enough to break down the amount of liquor that mouth delivers. My mama, she says I'm a chip off the old block cause I'm 12 o'clock with my shots. In other words, I like my shit straight up, homeboy, no chasers. 2 quarter pints is more than enough to knock me on my ass. Chance asked me how I know.
How you know?
Cause I drunk 2 quarter pints and it knocked me on my ass. I passed out, woke up the next day, headbanging, hangover, still dressed in yesterday's clothes with liquor stains on my jeans and blood on the seams. And now it seems that the more I axe down my family tree, the more liquor stains I find on my jeans. I guess you could say it's just the blood in my seams. You see, my grandpapa, he had a thing for vodka. And I can see him crystal clear like bottles of Belvedere, sitting in his favorite chair, choking the neck with a bottle of Georgie. Old man always good for a story. He used to say that the only thing he loves more than a stiff drink is a loose biddy with a fat ass and big titties. And I say, Grandpa, me too. I must have been in my 8th, maybe my 9th year of school. He sits me down and he pours me my first jewel. He says, look here. Liquor over beer, have no fear. But beer before liquor makes a man earl quicker. Boy, learn to be a listener before a talker. And don't let them folks price you and label you with colors like they do Johnny Walker. You can be a child of the sun, but son, best respect the moonshine, young blood of mine. I can't tell you nothing about chasing pots of gold at the end of rainbows, but I can tell you how to get to the worm at the bottom of a bottle of Cuervo. What I'm trying to say, Joe, is that there's always going to be snakes in the grass. You want the truth from a man's lips? You put some liquor in his ass. And your grandmama say I might go to hell if I keep talking like this, but this is the truth. So I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying I found a savior in a bottle of gin. I'm just saying that Tanqueray has a way of untangling my transgressions to the point that now I hold communion with a cup full of cognac confessions. You see, there's a few things I've learned in this lifetime. Grown men should never whine over spilled wine. The whole world wants to be rich. Nobody in their right mind wakes up and says, today is just the perfect day to be poor. And I don't care what the bartender say, you won't take a drink from a man if you ain't see him pour. Furthermore, you might think this is just the ramble of an alcoholic. I say let's let time call it, because if there's one thing I know for sure in this lifetime is that too often our questions are becoming orphans, motherless, and no father figures. But I figure that somewhere there's an answer looking down on you, like a bar stool to this drunk man. Cheers. And that's my poem. Well, like my poem say, that's it! That shit was rigorous! Yeah, you don't have to say that. That was my part. You just stop at the that's it. And that's it. The flavors part is that I am all the way from Westchester. I am. I'll take you somewhere fancy. Yeah. And I got insurance. Give me some good Aetna titties. But yo, we're gonna have the features come up. And first feature for the night is a beautiful woman who I've had the privilege of sharing many stages with her. She's a recent second mom, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear some fabulous baby poems. And she was on the 2009 Nuyorican Slam team, right? Which is pretty big. And I came in what?
Are you talking? But she's gonna love you anyway. Because as much as we hate to admit it, humans are a sucker for storms. For the adrenaline that comes with the preparation. For the rush you get when you're ready to fight a bitch for the last gallon of water at the supermarket. Not that your mother ever did that or anything. And for the quiet. For the calm right before disaster hits. Much like the nap you take right before you start screaming. Hurricane Sandy. The news called it the perfect storm, and I laughed because they haven't met you yet. They don't know about the ocean in your chest or the tsunami in your esophagus, the ability that your lungs have to drown a whole room in panic until they listen. And listen, son, this is the kind of attitude that will get you everywhere. You become something that everyone will remember. You become a hailstorm. And don't worry about being polite. Nice people are overrated. Nice people are like weather predictions in space. They don't really exist. Everyone has a storm in them. Some people just do a better job at boarding up their shit. But don't you worry about breaking things. Because life is more exciting when everything is not so put together. And you will learn that people are puzzle pieces and not everyone fits in your life. So don't be afraid to blow some motherfuckers out the water. Especially the ones who try to surf on your wave. The world is yours. And this earth is built to keep people down, but fuck Newton's law. You go up and you stay up. The sky is not the limit. In fact, there are black holes waiting for someone brave enough to swallow them. So if everyone else wants to drizzle their way through life, you let them. But you cyclone your way past every asshole who tells you that you are not storm enough to make an impact on this world. And you tell them that your mother was an earthquake and your father is a tornado and you are the superstorm that every weatherman was afraid to predict. But you are here and you are ready to fuck shit up. And if no one is ready for you, too bad, because you're coming anyway. Because your mother always told you, people don't remember rainstorms because they don't have names, but hurricanes do. And everyone will remember your name.
So, I'm from Brooklyn. Yes. And I'm working on this. Actually, we just filmed a video in Spanish Harlem, but it was for a piece called Beat of the City. I'm actually working on a big production with a couple of other girls in the spoken word scene. And we just filmed this video. It's called Beat of the City. It's actually a homage to, Spanish Harlem, Brooklyn, the Heights, I mean, every barrio in New York City. It's one of Chance's favorite pieces. We be the beat of this city. Timbaleros in Tim's, bomba y plena del barrio, jazz notes in Harlem, scraping pegao off our backs. The guidos of struggle, can't nobody sing azul like we do. We be Bible thumping in Brooklyn, Yoruba chanting healers in botanicas of old boroughs. We be the spirit of this city. The thunderclap, hand slap, foot stomp, soul of this city. Chimichurri away to Cuchifrito trucks in Jackson Heights. Stomachs play conga to the aroma of our sabor in the South Bronx. The Renaissance brought hues to this city. Painted the skyline all shades of beautiful. We be the gumbo in this city. Yeah. The Sac Passe Napule of Crown Heights. Everything that's good in this city. We be the rhythm of this city, the heart of this city. Put your ear to the concrete. We be the beat of this city.
Yeah. Yes.
Y'all can clap. It's right. Yeah, I know I just did some depressing shit, but I got you. Don't worry. I'm gonna make this work.
Good.
Thank you. All right. So what I do is I mix a lot of my poetry with English and Spanish. Some call it Spanglish. I do a lot of that. My mom speaks it the correct way. I speak it the fucked up way.
Yes.
Y'all understand me.
Good Spanish.
How many people speak Spanish in here? Understand it?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do something real quick in Spanish. And I forgive anyone that doesn't understand it. I hope you can vibe with it. I come from una familia grandota. Salsa y achote, secando ropa por la ventana, escuchando mi música cuando me da la gana, pidiendo la bendición, abrazos y amor, Hector Lavoe y Willy Colón. Sopa de salchichón y fideos, arroz blanco y huevo frito cuando no hay dinero.
Yeah.
Chocolate y conflé, niña, levántate ahora o agua fría en tu face. Fiestas en la casa, los niños durmiendo en la cama, bailando en la sala, gozando hasta la mañana. I come from laughter and fun.
Yeah.
La pompa in the sun. Cigarros y ron. El legua y oshón. El chapulín colorado y sábado gigante. Mirta Perales y novelas por la tarde. Rosarios cordiales. I come from mi bandera belleza. De Puerto Rico y a donde quieras. Orgullo es la manera. I come from tú me tienes que respetar. No me mientes, no me hables para atrás. Te meto un mimbazo o bofetada.
Beautiful. That's what it is, man. Peace and love, y'all.